Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Brittany here. So I'm talking about the burnout video response. The first one was, when did you burn out? I burnt out halfway through season, so around the preseason part of the year when we're playing a lot of tournaments and a lot of single games. It was right before conference when I was feeling that burnout. The sport that I was participating in when I started to burn out was basketball at San Jose State. How intensely were you training when you burnt out? We were having a lot of double days at that time and a lot of games in a short amount of time, a lot of practices, a lot of film sessions, a lot of meetings. I think at one stretch we played 5 games in 10 days, and talk about grueling on your body mentally, physically, emotionally was a toll on me. There wasn't a lot of time for practice, so it was more of our coaches putting so much into our brain that you had to be able to process it. How did you feel physically? I was just drained and tired, I think, and just exhausted and didn't really want to do much. My legs hurt a lot, arms hurt a lot, but just tired. And I know when I get tired, I tend to get like headaches, so I knew I wasn't getting enough sleep because you want to perform at that level. So you really don't want to give excuses, so you still put in the extra time even though you're not getting a lot of rest. How did you feel psychologically? I was just mentally drained, and there was days that I didn't know it was Tuesday when it was actually Wednesday, or just vice versa. Just struggling, I think, mentally, and just over it and not really enjoying it. I think it was more of me just doing something as opposed to doing something I enjoy and love. It became more of a job in a way because you have to perform at that level. So, how long did you feel this way? I think I felt this way for about 2 weeks. I struggled with it. I just needed a break and I wanted to get away and escape. So, what I ended up doing was just trying to have more me time and staying away from my teammates and coaches, and just going back to my apartment when practice was over. Our coaches actually could tell that we were drained, so they gave us like 2 days to go home and re-energize with our families and friends and be away from the sport itself. So I think that was very helpful and just escaping in a way. Did your symptoms suddenly occur or build up? I felt like it built up over time. Probably was feeling this way at the beginning of December, but it didn't get bad until halfway through when I just couldn't take it anymore, and the exhaustion and the fatigue was consuming me mentally and physically. And it just wasn't fun anymore because you have to perform at that level again. It was very important. So I think in the end, I'm grateful that I went through that because it made me realize that I gotta have a balance of playing sports and stuff outside of sports. It made me mature more, and it helped me help our freshmen through it because I knew they were gonna hit the same wall at some point because I hit it because I was moving from a junior college level to a Division I level, and the amount of time you have to put in is very different, and the responsibility is very different. So I was able to help them through the next year when I went through that process, and I could say I didn't get burnt out the next year because I knew what was expected and I knew how to manage the time better. So there you go. Have a great rest of your week.